Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Pavoma 10-inch Android tablet with Octa-Core processor, 5G Wi-Fi, 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM, 1280 by 800 resolution IPS HD display, 10-inch dual camera, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS and so on. It's currently listed for around $89 on Amazon. I thought, yeah, it's looking pretty cheap. Maybe that's something which I can use for a couple of occasions, maybe also use it as a weather tablet. And the idea was to have something again which is capable to install new apps, because the old, I mean, I had already a similar one. You can find the review on my channel. Gets still quite some attention, still people are buying it, but it has a very old Android version, so this is supposed to have a newer version. Yeah, here we have some more specs here. Octa-Core 1.5 GHz processor, Android 9, resolution, storage, you can see everything, battery built in 5000 milliampere hours and everything package and so on and so on. So it's Android 9.0. we should be good for a while. The thing is, I mean, the packaging looks crazy. I mean, when you look at that, I mean, that's not from shipping, that's just how you get it from Amazon. That's absolutely insane. Dirt and things everywhere, and when you look inside, it's same thing. So for me, it actually doesn't look like new. But the thing is, when I bought the old one, the previous one, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it was exactly the same. I don't know what's going on. This seems to be in a price range where there is probably some huge manufacturer somewhere in China, and they build it like this. I mean, in the last box I had even some hair, female hair, but somehow it looks like new. I mean, this is just dirt cheap. I really don't know. If you look at this, and you would have to guess if it's new or not. Most people would say no, it is not. And especially when you look at the tablet itself, it's even worse. So you can see the bubbles. I mean, there are bubbles everywhere. Hope you can see that. That's usually not what we expect with a new high-tech electronic device. But let's see. I mean, if this would have been my first tablet, I would have returned that. But since I had same or similar issue with the last one, I guess maybe that's just what they do. Maybe they are buying used things and then refurbish that. But usually the screens are looking really good. You can check that there are no scratches, nothing. So I think still it's probably a new one, or at least really nicely refurbished. Here we have even some protection that it won't turn on, or at least it should be preventing from turning on. Here's the back panel. By the way, I'm going to install a couple of apps. Of course, I'm going to look into the specs. I mean, system settings. I'm going to install a few apps like a PUBG, of course, benchmark test, Geekbench, and so on, to find out if this is really what we were expecting. But you can see, here almost looks like there is some dirt, or is it just like from the glue? I can't tell you. But I can't find any scratches, at least. That's definitely positive. So I'm going to show you now here everything, all the openings here, all the buttons. I think that's turn on, off. Here probably volume up, down, microphone, charging port, I'm just guessing here, or here charging port, the camera. 2 or 3 cameras, or even 4, maybe that's just a sensor. Here's some speaker opening, and we can open that here in the back. Let's see what we can open. I think that's the thing here. Yeah, anyway, maybe better to read the manual first. I'm going to show you the full manual here. So as always, full manual, so maybe that helps you to make a better buy decision, or if you bought used or you just lost the instructions, maybe that could help. So if you don't need that, just skip 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, I think it shouldn't take too long, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but maybe it's helpful. Yeah, the copy quality is also really bad and matches everything what I have seen from the packaging. So of course I'm going to read a little bit about these things, and I'm going to find out what's real and what's fake. I mean, we have to know, usually these tablets here, they have some fake component, or at least fake software, which is pretending to be like super fast, and then after that you'll find out it's not a really fast one. So sometimes the RAM or the ROM or the CPU and a lot of these things can be fake. The only thing what I'm really hoping for is that we get a nice panel here, so we can watch and use it, and it has some decent speed. I mean, I'm not expecting really 4 gigabytes of RAM or so. That's probably impossible. There probably won't be 4 gigs of RAM and not 64 gigs of ROM, but maybe we get like a 2 and 32, something like that in this area. Yeah, so here we are with this lid here, and I've been just using this screwdriver, pushed it inside and then pulled it like to my side a little bit here, like this one. You can also use it from this side, I think. Not only this side, maybe it's better here, otherwise you scratch this thing here. I mean, that's probably not metal, but it's a little bit nicer surface, so maybe you'll just grab it here and then twist the screwdriver. I think it's not broken here, so it's good. You can see the openings here. I think there are a couple of different possibilities for SIM cards and storage. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to read, but that's definitely SIM 1, SIM 2, and micro SD card to expand the memory. But with Android 9, Android 10, and so on, at least with Android 9, there's no much help when you add a memory card, because you cannot put the apps onto the memory card. It's just when you have like ton of videos or photos, something like that. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to test the mobile connection here, so I guess it's working. I'm not going to find out, but I'm turning it on now to try to find if it's charged. Maybe we have to charge it first. Yeah, this is what we get, MediaTek. Let's turn this around. Yeah, so you have to choose, of course, country, and then you can log in, of course, insert SIM cards if you want. Select Wi-Fi network. I'm going to connect now. Let's see if we can get the IP address and everything. Sometimes when you get really an old Android version, like a 2 or 3, they are having problems. So yeah, here same thing. Maybe that's some faked old Android version. Yeah, now it says connected. Yeah, that's good. So maybe it's a newer one. So yeah, by the way, during the time when it's booting up, we can show the screen. And by the way, the battery is 88%, which is really good. When we get a new device, it's 88%. That is not only making sure that it's charged, but also that the battery is good. Sometimes we get such devices with a battery which is empty, and then we don't know if the battery is really good. Sometimes, I mean, these batteries can last almost forever, and when you get a battery fully discharged, this is definitely not a good sign. So usually that is an indication that you got a device with a really bad battery. So here you can see the panel. Yeah, that's really good. So I think that's not bad here. we can really see it nicely from all the sides. It's not on the brightest setting, and we can already see it really nicely from all the angles here. That's definitely good so far. Yeah, it's taking really long for the update, but I know there's a problem with my 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I try now to go to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but it looks like it's not available. So there is no, probably no support for 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi here for this tablet. That's really sad, so I have to keep going with my 2.4 gigahertz. So actually it says signal strength good, so looks like it has good reception more or less, but it doesn't have support for 5G. So this is about 2 hours later, and a lot of testing has been done, and yeah, I'm going to show you a lot of things here. So first I was doing some pictures outside, yeah, with this super nice triple camera here. Yeah, amazing shots, you can see that, full of artifacts. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's a little bit mirroring here, but you can see, I mean, there's, yeah, the clouds are at least gray, the sky more or less blue, but there's a very, very limited dynamic range. There's almost no stabilization. Yeah, it's difficult to see anything, and especially when you are going to the selfie camera, then it's even much worse. I zoom in a little bit so you can see that maybe a little bit better. But you can see the photo quality, you can see totally washed out. It's hard to see anything. I mean, when we go into that, that's supposed to be a tree. I mean, you can imagine, that's crazy. Really, really bad. I think, yeah, these were with the selfie camera, but also with the normal camera, not much better. I think that's also the selfie camera here, video with the selfie camera, and maybe that's the best version here with 1080p. But still it's pretty shaky. I'm not sure if there is some kind of stabilization. I had the impression that there was some kind of basic stabilization. I have seen worse with other cameras from other tablets, but yeah, colors are, yeah, not really good. I mean, yeah, again, I have seen worse, but I wouldn't call this useful. I wouldn't make photos and videos with this thing and then share with your family. That would be definitely embarrassing. Then I've been installing a couple of things here. I've been trying to install like PUBG or so. Yeah, it hasn't been working. I'm going to show you why. I have then started the Need for Speed No Limit. Download was good, also Call of Warfare. I haven't tested this one, but I have tested this thing, which actually is supposed to almost run on all or a lot of old tablets. I've been able to play that on 5 years old tablets, but not on this one. When you click on that, it starts somehow in the background and instantly locks the screen, and then there's nothing going on, and yeah, it's impossible to use that. So apps, normal apps, they are working usually. Yeah, it's first time usage here, and you can see, I mean, that's a pretty new app, and it's possible to use that. That's not bad actually, and it's working more or less fast. We can click on the map. Yeah, unfortunately it's mirroring here. It's not a problem of the screen actually. I mean, it would happen with everything. So you can see it's slow, but it works somehow. So let's go to something else. What I have found, when you click on that, you want to install widgets sometimes, especially with tablets. Widgets are really nice to use, and I have been missing, maybe it had to update in the back. Yeah, here we have it. So like the minute cast, yeah, it's available. Okay, I was a little bit worried. Yeah, unfortunately it's a little bit difficult to place, but it looks like it's working. So yeah, my bad. So it looks like the widgets even for newer apps are working. But now the basic to the basics, and that's really shocking, absolutely disappointing. So I've been installing the fake device test, at least something which has been working. A lot of apps I haven't been able to install. By the way, what you see here, these strange lines, that's not from the screen. The screen is not bad actually. I like the screen. Yeah, except maybe that the brightness is not really good. I think that's the highest brightness what you have. That's insane. I think we cannot even go into detail settings. We really have to go to the settings here. Yeah, here we have something like brightness. The strange thing here is that here it says automatic brightness, but when we go into the settings, so here we are at the normal settings, and we go to display, and then the brightness level, there is no automatic brightness. So you can see that's the brightest here actually, and it's very dark, and it's almost difficult to see already. Yeah, it's that's weird. The brightness is not good. I mean, I think it's possible to make it brighter than that. I just don't know what's happening now. It's probably with this automatic setting here. And now I turn it brighter. So now you're back on the brighter screen. So that's good. So I would say for indoor, it's definitely working. For outdoor, it's not working. I've been outside, and it was not good. So I'll go back to the other camera, which is a little bit better quality. So outside, yeah, outside in direct sun, I mean, already the pictures are really bad, and you won't be able to see anything. I mean, here it was cloudy, overcast, but when you are outside and you think, yeah, maybe you buy something cheap, like for the beach or so it won't cause a lot of damage when you damage these things, just $90 or so. It's not worth, because you can't see anything outside. It's terrible. But in general, it would work like for GPS test here. I've been able to do the GPS test, of course not inside, but it has found, I think, 10 satellites. Yeah, I've actually made a screenshot. I don't know why the screenshot is not here, but it has. I've been outside. Yeah, here we are. I've been outside with this thing, and it has been able to detect the GPS. So there's a GPS really built in, and it's working. It's just super slow. I mean, I had already a lot of GPS systems built in my smartwatches, and I have been able to find something indoor here in this room, but not this tablet. So don't expect too much from this tablet. Yeah, and again, Play Store. I mean, Play Store works. I think it's the original Play Store. There is just one big thing. So let's go back to this thing, which is really interesting, the fake test. And you can see that here, that's the thing which probably will help you the most. So you can see it has a resolution of 1280 to 800. That's good. That's according to the listing. Manufacturer Alps device model H960, and you see everything. And then that's really important here. Failed Android OS version does not match. The real Android OS version on this device is 5 point something. The device reporting false operating system version. Yeah, also the listing was saying it's a 9 point something, and with a 5 point something it's hard to install the later things and play games and those things. And also you can see the total space was listed as with 64 gigabytes, but it's only 12.67 gigabytes. So storage, I mean the space which you have to install apps and so on, or store videos, pictures and these things, super disappointing. Not 64 gigabytes, only 12.67 gigabytes. I've been testing that. It's not just something which is coming from the system probably saying 64 gigabytes. This has been testing inside, and so yeah, that's confirmed. And here a little bit about the CPU. There's even more, I think. Here we can see some explanation. It's a little bit strange that it says 8 cores, but we see a processor 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes actually only 5. That's a little bit weird. Then RAM information, that's the only positive thing. Looks like it's somehow close to 4 gigabytes. And yeah, when we see that the total recommendation, this device is using modified firmware to report fake specs. This can cause problems with apps crashing and the device not working correctly. If you can return this device, we recommend to do so immediately if purchased from eBay, and so on and so on. Okay, definitely total scam, total fake. You have to know what to expect here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's totally not working. I've done all the tests here. It's not just like numbers here. I have run the test and this is what they have been saying. I've also done another test here. It's the CPU Prime benchmark. That's a really nice one here. I've never seen this before. And here we have the results, and we can see that here, your device, that's our thing here. It has about same points as the LG G2. LG G2 came out in 2013. So 7 years ago. Yeah, okay, you can imagine what it is. I've been comparing this a little bit. LG G2, it has a Geekbench of around 400 points, multi-core. Today's latest devices, they have around 3200. So yeah, only about 10% of the capacity or performance, about 10% of the performance of newer devices. You can imagine how difficult it is to run something. And then we have only an Android 5 point something. We have CPU really low. The only really good thing is that we have enough RAM, so that makes it usually working really nice. I've been doing that with like email and browser, and it has been working actually pretty good. I mean, not super fast, but it's possible to do a little bit of email browsing, these things. Yeah, we are here at theverge.com/tech just to show you a sample page, and you can see, so usually it's scrolling really smoothly. It has a little bit of problems loading, but I guess it's a problem with my Wi-Fi. I'm really struggling with the 2.4 gigahertz. Would be really nice to have 5 gigahertz, so you would have much better data, but this device really seems not to support 5 gigahertz. I've been charging it fully in the meantime. Now it's on 100%. It's still charging actually. I can remove that. I had the impression that it loses charge pretty fast. Yeah, I would say probably not 5000 milliampere hours, probably less. So many things, so many problems. One good thing, I just wanted to show you that it comes with this cable here, and there's just one port here actually. I guess that's the other one is for the speaker, and we can use that. The USB-C port, we can use that to charge. I mean, if you have a wall plug, there's nothing included here, but if you have a wall charge, like a wall plug, then you can use that like normal cable here and plug this in here to charge. But you can also use the other way and add this here, and so you have a couple of options here. Let's say you can add a cable here and use that as a normal USB-A standard plug. We add this thing here, then you have another USB-C or micro USB, whatever. You can plug this into your phone and charge your phone from here. I've done this already, it has been working good. We can also attach such devices here, like this micro USB or multi USB reader. So I have this micro USB storage here. You can even change this, as you can say, okay, you can have the tablet use this as a primary device. I mean, it doesn't make sense here in this case, but you can really access this storage here easily. So if you want to take this like on vacation, you have maybe some cameras and other things which you need, where you need to read storage, with such things. So you can use this almost as a computer. So it has a couple of things which really work, but a lot of things which do not work. It's a lot of fake, and with Android 5.0 it doesn't make a lot of fun, I would say. For me, yeah, it definitely does not work. Maybe it works as a weather tablet, you can see that. I mean, here we still have this widget here. Looks like, yeah, most weather apps are supported with Android 5, so maybe that works for me, but definitely not for gaming. So if you are planning to buy something for gaming, yeah, that's not the thing for you. It's super slow, and with this Android version, most of the newer games are not even accessible in the store. So if you want to buy something like a 10-inch cheap tablet, then you have to either go like to a main brand like LG, Samsung, or something around that, or at least my recommendation is to go with some like known brands. I mean, you can still buy from Chinese companies like Dragon Touch. This is not like a Samsung premium brand, but it's also a well-known brand. They have Android tablets, 10-inch tablets with Android 9, and it's even, I think it's even a clean installation. I have already such a tablet, unfortunately not a 10-inch. I have a 7-inch working really good. I didn't have any problem. I think it's really Android 9. Go with this one. It's maybe $30 more, but it's definitely worth the extra cost. I mean, the difference between $90 and $120 is not so much. It's definitely worth, and I think you will even be able to upgrade. Here, yeah, there's almost no chance to upgrade this tablet to any newer Android version. You would have to do crazy things. So for me, yeah, that's it for now. Definitely disappointing, definitely confirmation it's everything or almost everything fake. So I can highly recommend to stay away from this and buy something at least with some kind of minor brand like Dragon Touch, and we'll put down the link to the thing which I think could be worth to buy. Nice Dragon Touch 10-inch, $120. I'll put down the link down into the description so you can check it out, or this one right from the Amazon store. I mean, it's not like a perfect tablet. It has only 2 GB RAM, and only 32 GB of ROM. But it's listed with this, and this is also what you get. It's not just listed with something and then you get something different. So this is much more reliable, and they have good support. I think everything has been working so good for me, and I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or better solutions for a cheap 10-inch tablet, please let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.